I have defeated the Fire Elite Four member, and I'm moving on to the final one before the champion. So let's kick the door down and see who it is.
Rhench. Figured it was only a matter of time. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Kallisti, leader of the Elite Four. You might say that I have an affinity for Dark-type Pokemon. They're easily the most misunderstood, lovable creatures though they are, and their cleverness and cunning sets them far apart from the rest. You could say I relate to that. Make no mistake, you've done very well to make it this far, though I'm afraid the sun sets in your journey here. I accept your challenge.
Very well. Let us do battle.
Hey, how's it going, fellow degenerates? I am Kallisti. I'm longtime friends with both Rhench and Faded Oasis. They, them, RPG fan, FPS snob, complete pain in the ass, and this would make my debut to the wonderful world of streaming. Nothing to plug until I get myself situated. I actually just moved across the country, but in the meantime, definitely check out Rhench. That's Rhench on Twitch. Thursdays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. And be sure to catch Faded Oasis, one word, on Twitch, Wednesdays and Fridays at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, as well as Saturday and Sunday at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. So I'm looking forward to some good games, good laughs, good times, and seeing what fucking misery we are about to inflict onto each other. So real quick, I'm just going to take a quick run through the team here. We have a Tyranitar leading us off, followed by a Champ with Payback, the Rest Talk Spiritomb, Swords Dance Absol, and our ace over here is Ninetales with Nasty Plot. So I'm being pinged right now asking if the challenge has gone through, so I'm going to stop messing around and bring us right in. All right, so we have Azoth in the lead, which is great for us because basically everything that I have, save for Ninetales, will be super effective against it in some way. So we're just going to go ahead and make things as straightforward as we possibly can. Of course, the Azoth is probably going to set up here on us. That's fine. Not too terribly worried about it. With any luck, we'll be able to sweep one, maybe two here. So let's see how we go. Oh, with the U-turn. Okay, what are we gonna say? Breloom. All right. So I'm reading a Spore setup here, and I have an answer to that. So we're actually going to go ahead and switch out to the Spiritomb, which has both Rest and Sleep Talk. Well, let's see if I read this correctly. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. It's probably going to try to put us to sleep here. This puts us in a bit of a situation. So let's first take a look at its likely speed. 130 to 262, and it has been moving pretty fast before. Yeah, we are definitely outsped here no matter what. So what I could do is try to lead the sleep here, or I can play it safe. We'll play it safe here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, leftovers will help us out a little bit. That's totally fine. And we're just going to go ahead and sleep talk our way forward. And now he's on to us, okay? And now that he knows that we're on rest talk, probably not going to try that again. Yep. Okay. So we have a couple of options here. If I stay in and we keep trading like this, I'm going to lose Spiritomb. The problem, though, is we're going to be pretty slow going in. And I would like to keep this up in case I have to switch into a focus punch later. So let's take a look and see what our options are. Could switch into the Ninetales. With the 262 speed here, we definitely outspeed it. Yeah, we're going to do that. Now, the read here is probably going to be switching to Heat Ram in hopes of getting the setup on Flash Fire, because I would do the exact same thing here. So we're actually going to go ahead and read into that and get a free nasty plot off. Yep, and that's exactly what happened. Now, in hindsight, though, that also means the only thing that we have here is Energy Ball. We absolutely outspeed the Heat Ram, but what we can do is we can Hypnosis here and hope for the best. Okay, not going to happen. And there's the Earth Power, all right? The champ will serve as an answer there. Mm-hmm. All right, so we have something he probably won't expect here is Payback, which is going to be super effective. And given the high speed that we're facing, it is going to be double damage unless I get wiped in one here. So that's what we're going to run with. Trick, that's fine. And that was switch with the Choice Scarf. So what we can do is swap here. Because if I'm going to be running Choice Scarf on the rest of the set with Machamp, that's not the worst thing in the world to happen here. So we might have to sacrifice the Spirit Tomb to sort of get parity here and reset. Now this Dynamic Punch will, yep, and there's the Azoth, and it's going to get confused. It might be enough anyway if it crits. Okay, that's fine. And we have an answer to Psychic Nonsense. Might try to swap. Probably debating the merits of swapping as well versus going for it here. With the explosion. Okay. I am actually glad I swapped here because this Machamp is going to be super effective against two of the things that he has left. Swampert. Okay. Yeah, I do wish I still had the Ninetales for this because this was actually meant to bait out something like Swampert. But we'll continue to work with what we have. 12 to 240. Yeah, we definitely outspeed this here, so Dynamic Punch is 100% the play. And the confusion, and we'll see if we get places here. Yep, we do. All right, and then we're locked into Dynamic Punch until we swap. All right, so this Breloom again. Thankfully, the status of the confusion. Oh, I didn't think that would be enough there. All right, and then the Heat Ram. Yeah, with the Choice Scarf here, I mean, that's doing some serious work for us, and we're super effective against these next two. So it's looking like I definitely have priority, so we're just going to keep going in on this. Yep, and I'm fairly certain we get here because with no guard, we can't possibly miss. I still have 2 power points left in this move, and I think this will close us out. And we got there. We defeated the challenger, and I'm going to go ahead and greet Rhench once he gets back in. That was a very close battle, though. I was definitely on the ropes for the first half of it. Without those swaps there, I very easily could have completely thrown that early on.
Well done.
And to you, that was quite the battle for sure.
Yeah, I fucked myself with the trick.
Yeah,
I
that.
made it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I made it so that I couldn't outspeed your Machamp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, though it left me in a position where I definitely needed to swap there, even if it meant sacrificing the Spiritomb.
Why?
Because I would have been locked into payback, which wouldn't have been ideal for sweeping through what you had left, and I
Oh
needed
yeah,
Machamp to do that.
that swap. But when you killed, I don't remember which one it was. There was something that you were on Dynamic Punch already, and I was surprised that you swapped. But yeah, you decimated me. So the good news is I made a save state just before we fight. So I'm gonna challenge you to a rematch and see if I can't get through that team.
Absolutely, I'll be here all day. All right.
I want to point out you did that Mon down too.
I did, yes. I'm very pleased with how that went.
Yeah, you did a good
All right.
job. I don't know
Thank
a lot
you.
of what's happening, but it looks good.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and keep going here. It looks like we received another challenge. Everything is all squared away. So let's see what this save state has brought. So I've heard before that most of the changes that we're going to see here are going to be to items. At least that's what was initially sort of bandied about. But we're going to see what happens. This might be an entirely new team. We'll see how it goes. All right, into the Azelf again. So we'll see if they try to set up this time, if they try to swap again. Yeah, Pursuit is definitely an option here on the swap. I could attempt to set up as well. That will certainly help too. And based on what is swapped into, that might also be a thing as well. But you know what? We have the strength here against the Azelf. It's probably going to swap, so we're going to go ahead and lead with Pursuit. Yep, and there's the setup. That's fine. Okay. That is also fine. That weakened the damage, but that's okay. We broke through it. We're just going to tap Pursuit again. And we catch the U-turn this time. And there's the Breloom. So, all right, so grass fighting. This isn't the worst set. This isn't the best one either. We can probably set up in this while he sets up. And there's the Spore. Okay. But the nice thing is I don't have to worry about that again. So I'm free to switch into whatever I want. All right, so switching into Ninetales is definitely an option. We do outspeed the Breloom. I can't get put to sleep again. And that does have both Nasty Plot and Fire Blast. So once I break through the substitute, I do outspeed it. That should be totally fine. Yep, there's the substitute. In fact, we're not even going to wait here. But the problem is the setup into the Heatran is probably going to be the issue here. So we're going to try to read the swap here again. Oh, you're attempting to Focus Punch. That's fine. Okay. That was not the read that I had. All right. All right, so you're going to Seed Bomb that. That's fine. We'll break the substitute, and the idea is you're probably just going to try to wear me down here. So I'm going to go ahead and rest. Well, you can't put me to sleep. I can certainly do it myself. Yep, and there's the swap. That's totally fine. We're okay with this here. We have Rest Talk. We had the chance to burn the Tyranitar here. So there's a 2 and 3 chance each of these turns that nothing bad is... Well, no, I suppose it could select Rest again. Oh no, it is going to be a 2 and 3 chance because it won't select Sleep Talk again. So 2 and 3 chance here that we get at least some value out of this. We have no weaknesses here because of our type coverage being Ghost and Dark. Okay, the Earthquake is clean. We're going to Sleep Talk and hopefully get off a burn here. Oh, Shadow Ball will work too. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to do much because it's also a Dark type. I was really hoping to get a debuff there in terms of lowering its special defense for something else to sweep it in a minute. But we're going to see how that works. Okay. And we missed the roll there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and read. You know what? We're going to keep this as is. We're going to keep going here. In the off chance that they do something weird. Oh, we wake up and then start all over again. Second verse same as the first. Let's see how far we get with this sleep talk this time around. We're really looking for a burn here. Not quite what we hoped. We have one more turn on the rest. And we missed the roll again. Not great luck here, but that's fine. This is always going to be a risk. What I don't want to do is switch into Machamp here because it's still at full. I suppose it doesn't matter anyway because we're going to get hit by spikes in the way in, so our Focus Sash isn't going to matter all that much. But that's fine. Everything's fine. So this is a type matchup that he's probably not going to like here. I would imagine we're going to see a swap soon. But we can't be put to sleep here, so that we don't have to worry about Spore. Let's go ahead and, yeah. Just going to let that go. That's fine. It's a win for us. All right, so we probably don't have priority here. And that's going to be a little bit tricky. Ice Punch will be super effective on account of the grass. So that's going to be effectively the same power as Dynamic Punch after Stab. So the question here would normally be, okay, do we want to attempt to freeze them or do we want to inflict confusion? In this case, because they already have Toxic from that Toxic Orb here, we're going to go ahead and lead off with Dynamic Punch. Yep, there's the focus. We'll try to, yep, okay. More than enough. Okay, and the Heat ran here, which we definitely, well, I don't want to say definitely. We probably outspeed it. So we're just going to keep on keeping on. Yep, and then the Explosion will catch us here. That is 2 Pokemon with Explosion. Okay. It occurs to me that if he really wanted to, he could just Explosion his way through my entire team and then still have one left, which is kind of funny to think about. I don't think that's something that he would do. But I am certainly entertained at the thought. All right, so we're slept here. We're going to hope against hope that we wake up and manage to connect with a Stab Crunch here. Oh, and we do. We absolutely do. Maybe that'll lower defense, and it does. Fantastic. Yeah, we're just trying to get as much Mind as we possibly can here. In the hopes that Absol can clean up for us. All right, so there's either going to be a swap here, which is likely given that we've chipped down defense and Absol is very much about those physical attacks. So I'm going to say that's very likely here, and I'm going to take the chance and Swords Dance here to try to carry us through. Oh no, we're holding our ground here. And the crit waterfall gets there. Okay. All right. That was very nicely done all around. It looks like the swap of items definitely made a difference. Well, I should be furious right now, but instead I'm excited. The sun may yet rise to greet a new champion. Delightedly, you and your Pokemon carried you through the Elite Four after all. And I think that might have actually been our challenger here just arriving, because I heard two folks join at once.
Right, because my microphone for my headset is the one that talks here. Sorry,
There we are.
I heard your speech.
Well, in that case, you can quit wasting your precious daylight talking to me, and the champion waits.
Well played.
Very well played all around.
I-
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good fight. I didn't actually change anything about my team, just
Oh,
not bringing Rotom out.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah. I didn't swap any of the items or anything like that. They were all the same.
I see.
But
Quite smart,
yeah,
not murder.
that was a good battle.
Yeah, I was actually expecting a swap to the Rotom there, just so you could scrub the defense debuff off of Swampert.
Ah, yeah. I didn't want to swap into a Night Slash and just have Rotom die in one hit.
Yeah,
So I figured if I could live one hit from the Absol on Swampert, get a little chip down, I'd have enough to do some attack because of the scarf making me faster.
right. Yeah, that was the biggest thing that I was worried about. Or if you found a way to read the oh wow, what's it called now? Oops, did not mean to do that.
Hmm? Do what?
Oh, accidentally restarted. You can go ahead and just go disregard that. If you had found a way to read the sucker punch that was definitely on that Absol set, that could have caused me some serious problems too.
Ah. Yeah, setup would have been if I trick you into Sucker Punch, that could be very bad for you.
Yeah.
But you still took down quite a few of my Pokemon. I was having none of your Machamp's bullshit that I was just like, fuck it, explode. Get out of here.
It's the appropriate response.
So, yeah, I knew that we had the explosion on the Azoth. I was not expecting it also on the Heatran.
Yeah. I was
And
like,
then
fuck this guy.
I was like, you know what? If you really wanted to, you could run explosion on literally everything that you have and still have enough to get through, but I don't think that you'd do that.